Alright, hello everyone. My name is Serafi and I'm happy to meet you all. And today we're going to be playing some Triple D. We are in the middle of a duel. I've been practicing so much that I haven't really stopped playing, so not normal intro today, but I hope you guys enjoy it regardless. Oh, let me get the sound on. Got the new dinosaur field. Crimson Resonator's effect is activating. Nah, we'll negate that. Special summon the Synchron Resonator. Okay. Normal summon Soul Resonator effect. We'll destroy one of our field spells to suck that up. He grabs Bone Archfiend. Bone Archfiend effect, pitch a card, special summon. That's fine. Yeah, your monster can definitely go to level 2, but your other monster is going to be mine now. Activate Vision's effect. That's fine. Grab the Crimson Gaia. Crimson Gaia activated. Crimson Gaia effect. We negate that with Siegfried. He special summons Wandering King Wildwind as his last summon. Okay. Now we can make a Crimson, like a Red Rising Dragon. Red Rising Dragon effects. Ooh, and he can chain block with the Synchron to make sure that I can't stop it with Wave King Caesar. Well, that's unfortunate, because I can't swallow the monster either. The chain block stops us. Alright. He can't use Crimson Resonator's effect, though. Shouldn't have done that. Should have just Synchro summoned. Now you got no tuners left. Crimson Gaia effect? Nope, it's negated. Ooh, Vision Resonator special summon though. That's a level 8, but he's got nothing. Alright, let's go. And that's game, of course. Easy. Alright, apologies about starting the stream in the middle of the game. So, let's talk about the deck. So, Triple D is a deck that's all about making sure that you can get as many resources as possible on the field. You want to have multiple continuous spells so that you can power your Deus Machinax with them. You want to have some trap cards that can interrupt your opponent. And you need your Pendulum Scales for follow-up. Thankfully, all of this is very easy. Alright. We're going to start things off by activating Nightmare Throne. Nightmare Throne's effect adds us Double D Savant Kepler to our hand. Next, we're going to activate Double D Swirl Slime's effect from our hand. And we're going to fuse Swirl Slime with Count Surveyor in order to summon our Flame High King Genghis. Then we normal summon Savant Kepler, and we'll use its effect. to add a Dark Contract from our deck to our hand, and we'll chain block with our Flame High King Genghis to special summon our Count Surveyor back to the field. Count Surveyor's effect activates. We're going to add Copernicus from our deck to our hand. Then we'll activate the effect of Swirl Slime from the graveyard. We banish it to special summon Copernicus. And with Copernicus's effect, we're going to send our Vice King Requiem from our deck to the graveyard. Now we'll use these two level 8 monsters to Xyz summon into our Gimmick Puppet Fantastics Machinex. Fantasix's effect activates. We detach one material to add a rank-up magic spell from our deck to our hand. Bury Power, Cleanse the World of Filth. Rank 9. Chaos Xyz Gimmick Puppet Fanatics Machinex. I told you about needing resources. Fanatics Machinex lets us draw a trap card. Now we'll use its effect and we detach one material. And we're going to give our opponent our Vice King Requiem, because we're nice. Alright. Next up, we activate our Dark Contract with the Gate, and we'll use it to search our Griffin. Special Griffin from hand. Then we're going to Xyz summon into our Wave King Caesar. Then we'll rank Wave King Caesar up into Marksman King Tell. We haven't taken damage yet. Hold on. Alright, I'll activate Dark Contract with the Gate. And I'm going to use Dark Contract with the Gate to fuse the Go DD Divine Rage in my hand with my Count Surveyor. Summon Flame King Genghis. Then I'll link these two together. Summon Abyss King Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh's effect. We place Orthos and Oblivion King in the zones here. Take 5. Or take 1,000. Now we can use Marksman King Tell's effect. Detach 1. Reduce the monster's attack points by 1,000. Now we will link these two monsters into another Gilgamesh. And that triggers Marksman King Tell's effect as a Chainlink 1. And Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok's effect as a Chainlink 2 to bring back our Flame King Genghis. Alright, we pitch Necro Slime. Now we'll activate Necro Slime's effect. Banish 2 from grave. Summon another Flame King Genghis. And with these two level 6s, we can now trigger Genghis's effect, and we're going to special summon our Griffin from our graveyard. And Griffin will get us a trap card. Alright, take charge of the field and cut off their reinforcements. Rank 6, Triple D Wave High King Caesar. Then, we'll Xyz the last monster into Machinex and set our trap. Alright, here's what we got. Our opponent cannot special summon any monsters except Triple D monsters. They can't beat over Wave King Genghis because their monster lost 1,000 attack points. If they activate any monster effects on the field, we'll suck it up. And we can also take one of their monsters and negate its effects. If they special summon a monster, we can destroy it, and they take half their life points in damage. Yeah, board's pretty much unbreakable. We pass. And all of our monsters are in defense, so we can't just crash the Vice Cream Requiem into them and have it die. And also, we are immune to Lightning Storm. Ideally, we would have a way to deal with Raigeki, but Evil Assault, okay. He's gonna discard a card to add a. He's trying to special summon a evil hero from his deck, but he can't do that because he can't special summon. So instead, he's just gonna add a card to his hand, which is fine. He's playing hero, so he can't play a hero lives either, which because we gave him a card, which is really funny. What did he add? Evil Hero Toxic Bubble. So literally just a card that can special summon itself from the hand, but he's locked. He can't special summon. So okay, good job. Try reading. I didn't just give you this card for no reason. Yep, that's right. Easy. I do declare I believe this is full combo. Let's go. Swirl Slime. Summon Flame High King Genghis. Normal summon Savant Copernicus. Savant Copernicus' effect is a Chain Link 1. High King Genghis' effect is a Chain Link 2. Bring back the Count Surveyor. Count Surveyor effect, we grab Kepler. Xyz. Alright, we'll activate. Cast Xyz Gimpa Fanatics Mechanex's effect. He's going to chain with Nibiru because he literally can't Nibiru me after this, which is fine. Okay. Alright, we'll activate Swirl Slime's effect from the graveyard. Banish it to special summon our Savant Kepler. Kepler effect. Grab Dark Contract with the gate. Dark Contract with the gate. We grab our Griffin. Alright, now we'll scale up with, I think, Orthros and Surveyor. Pen 2. Bring back our High King Genghis. Now we'll activate Abyss Ragnarok's effect and we tribute our Griffin to banish Nibiru. Xyz set pass. Alright. You can nib me all you want. My board's not perfect, but you can't summon anything. Upstart, for sure. Normal summon Ray, sure. Oh my gosh, it's Sky Strikers. He can't use any of his Sky Striker cards because I gave him a monster in his main monster zone. Easy! Come on! Yeah, make me go second. I'm sure that'll go very well for you. Hold on. Get rid of this. Oh wait, no, I wanted this. Yeah, you guys haven't seen that one. I'll keep that one. Alright. And then... Oops, hold on. Yep, last game is too. Last game was pretty good. Ah, what a fun game. I hope you guys are enjoying. Going first, they're gonna Fuwalos me. Well, we have Call by the Wraith, so no. This is an interesting hand. I don't think I can full combo with this, but we'll give it a shot. The real problem is we don't have a second level 4. But we do have both, We have both. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it. Alright, hold on. So, Savant Kepler is a Chainlink 1. And Flame High King Genghis is a Chainlink 2, summon back the Surveyor. Alright, what we have to do. We're gonna get... we're getting Copernicus off of Surveyor, and then we're gonna need to get... We're gonna need to scale with the Griffin, so that Griffin can add itself back to the hand. That gives us another level 4. I think we're fine. It's gonna be a tricky line, but I think we can do it. Alright. Swirl Slime effect, we special summon Copernicus from our hand. Copernicus, mill the Vice King Requiem. Let me show you my fan service. Fantasix Machinex's effect. He has some kind of hand trap. I don't know what it is. He's being super patient with it. Alright. Well, he's locked now, so I don't care. Summon Gilgamesh, Gilgamesh effect. Hi, hello, Gravity Zero TTV. Welcome to the stream. Alright, we're going to scale with Griffin and Savant Thomas. Take 1,000. Pendulum Summon. Alright. Griffin effect, target our Gilgamesh, destroy itself. Now we can use Savant Thomas to add Griffin back to hand. Griffin effect, special summon itself. And now we can Xyz into Wave King Caesar. Then we rank up into Marksman King Tell. And with Marksman King Tell, we detach one material. Well, it takes 1,000. Activate Dark Contract with the Swamp King. Dark Contract with the Swamp King. Fuse Marksman King Tell with the Savant Kepler in our hand. That's fine. Summon Flame King Genghis. Marksman King Tell's effect activates. We mill Necro Slime. Okay. Now we'll activate Necro Slime's effect. Banish itself, and Wave King Caesar. We don't need Wave King Caesar. Playing the DD deck, I see? Yes, I am. Flame King Angus's effect, we special summon Griffin from our hands. And with Griffin, we're going to grab Triple D Headhunt. Set both our traps. Alright. Take charge of the field and cut off their reinforcements. Rank 6! Triple D Wave High King Caesar! And then lastly, we'll use our Link Monster as material to Xyz summon our Deus Machinix. Alright. So for our board, our opponent can't summon any monsters except DD monsters. They also can't imperm or evenly matched. Anytime they activate a monster effect on the field, we attach that monster to the Visor King Machinex's material. We can do that up to 4 times. Anytime they activate a card or effect that would special summon a monster, We negate and destroy it, and we can take 2 of their monsters. Your turn. Rota. Rota is fine. Oh, is this guy playing Sky Strikers? Oh, he's so boned. You can't summon it. He can't play any Sky Striker spells because I put a monster in his main monster zone. He summons Ray. He can't link summon because he's locked with the Vice King Requiem. Switches these Vice King Requiem into attack position. He can beat over my... Alright. He's going to beat over Fanatics. We will activate Service Puppet Play in response. And we're going to take Ray. Thank you. He sets 1. He sets 2. He sets 3. Pass. Alright. Ray goes back to him. That's my turn. Alright, we take 2,000 damage. Ow. Ow. Alright. We'll activate Savant Thomas's effect to return Kepler to our hand. Then we activate Dark Contract with the Gates effects. And we're going to draw our Orthros. Now we'll summon Orthros. And we're going to Synchro Summon. Triple D Cursed King Siegfried. Next, we'll activate Triple D Headhunt, and we're going to use it to take control of the Ray. Battle. Alright, we'll beat over his monster. The problem is now he can use Sky Striker cards again. Alright. Main 2. Why can't I use Ray as a material? Her name is... Oh, no, wait, no. It's only if it was special summon from an extract. That's right. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, I still have Ray. It's until the end phase of the next turn. That's right. I forgot about that part. Well, he can use his spells and traps, but I have Ash, so... And he can't target it. I don't have any set cards, so if he has like the jamming waves, he'll have to destroy one of his own cards. $200 damage off. It's unfortunate. Imperm target Machinex. I don't think I care about that. Machinex negates, or Machinex can stop monster effects, but he doesn't have any monsters, so I'm not really worried about that. Normal summon Rose, sure. Rose, Link, Hayate, okay. Hayate attack directly, sure. We take 15. That puts us pretty low. Oh, sorry, that Discord is no longer good. I don't have a Discord. Gravity Zero TTV. Oh, we lost a subscriber on YouTube. That's unfortunate. I don't have any sort of community at the moment. Not that big. Add engage, okay. He's gonna activate Widow Anchor. Target Siegfried. Well, I could force him to link his monster off into Zeke, but that doesn't really stop anything, so fine. You can't Widow Anchor me at least. Alright, he's gonna banish a card from my graveyard, which does not matter at all. But he's trying to put spells in his graveyard so his engage will search more. It's time to DDD quit the game. True. Hello, Dark Sage 9117. Welcome to the stream. Alright, he activates engage. We have Ash. Man's over here like, come on, you had Ash? Are you kidding me? Alright. What does he do now? He just links into Shizuku, yeah. Link into Shizuku and pray. Set 1. Alright. He gets Ray back. Linkage? Bro, I have Wave King Caesar. Do you not understand how Wave King Caesar works? Negate. Moving on with your life. Alright, you can have Ray back, which means that you can't use any more Sky Striker cards. You're welcome. Alright, Savant Kepler's effect activates. We take 2,000 damage. Battle. Goodbye, Ray. And that is how you play Triple D. Oh, we got back up to 1263, so thank you to whoever just subscribed on YouTube. I appreciate it. So for the Twitch people, I don't have a Discord, but here is where all my YouTube videos are. And for my YouTube people, here is my Twitch. And I hope you guys are having a good time. Alright. Yeah, I need to go on a Nightbot and remove that command. I have not used Nightbot in a minute. Can you see the deck list? Yes, the deck list is posted on my YouTube channel under the community tab. But 1 second, I'll show it to you. Oh, I didn't realize that this field had Danger Nessie in it. That's hilarious. There's Beat Raptor. Yo, he looks great. Alright, hold on. Okay. Do I have any hand traps? I don't have any hand traps. Okay, we don't have to care what this guy's doing. Alright, so I have 1 Necro Slime, 1 Lamaya, 2 Maxies, 3 copies of Swirl Slime, 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs, 3 copies of Savant Kepler, 1 Double D Scale Surveyor, 2 copies of Savant Copernicus, 1 copy of Orthros, 3 copies of Double D Griffin, 1 copy of Triple D Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok, 1 copy of Savant Thomas, 1 Vice King Requiem, 3 Count Surveyors, 1 Go Triple D Divine Zero King Rage, 1 Rank Up Magic Variance Force, 2 copies of Nightmare Throne, 3 copies of Dark Contract with the Gate, 1 Dark Contract with the Swamp King, 2 copies of Call by the Grave, 2 copies of Infinite Impermanence, 1 Triple D Headhunt, and 1 Service Puppet Play. And then for the extra deck, we are playing 2 copies of Flame King Genghis, 1 copy of Flame High King Genghis, 1 copy of Curse King Siegfried, 1 copy of Wave King Caesar, 1 copy of Marksman King Tell, 1 copy of Wave High King Caesar, 1 number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, 1 copy of Gimmick Puppet Fantasix Machinex, 1 copy of Gimmick Puppet Fanatics Machinex, 2 Triple D Divisor King Deus Machinex, and 3 copies of Gilgamesh. What is that? Cannot be destroyed by battle while you control another monster. Okay, this guy's just playing Maskist. Whatever. I don't care. The biggest thing you have to worry about when you're playing this deck is that if you summon Kepler while you control another monster, it will default to asking you to return that monster to the hand, which you never want to do. Count Surveyor's effect activates. We grab our Copernicus. Activate Dark Contract with the Swamp King. Dark Contract with the Swamp King adds us Scale Surveyor. Scale Surveyor special summon itself. And now we will link into Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh effect, play Orthros and Savant Thomas. Take 1,000. Savant Thomas's effect, add the Surveyor back to our hand. Pend 1. Savant Copernicus, mill the Necro Slime. Orthros effect, pop the Savant Thomas, pop the face down. Soul of the Supreme King. Oh no. It's in the graveyard now. Oh no, you have to have Zark in your field zone to do that. Okay. Alright, activate Swirl Slime's effect, banish it from grave, special summon the Scale Surveyor. Is this deck going good going second? No, it is not. And first. It is very good at going first. It is not very good at going second. Marksman King Tell's effect, we detach 1 material. We're going to reduce this monster's attack points by 1,000. Now we'll activate Necro Slime's effect. Banish 2. Summon the Flame King Genghis. Xyz into Deus Machinax. I feel like I don't have enough damage here, but we'll try. Oh, it destroys one of my monsters if it's destroyed? That's unfortunate. I did not read. Okay. Alright, Gilgamesh, that triggers Marksman King Tel's effect to mill, to mill. Milling doesn't really help us, actually. Mill Lamaya, I guess? Okay. Alright. He sets one and he passes. Cool. We win. Alright, we take 1,000. He's gonna Heavy Storm Duster. Sure, I'll let that resolve. Why not? I guess he doesn't know how to do the up to. Come on. Welcome back from the ad to the Twitch people. This guy is taking forever. Come on. Well, I do apologize. There's not a lot for me to talk about while my opponent's timing out. Thank you. Alright. What a pain that was. Moving on. Going first again. Let's go. That's what I want to see. I want to see just nothing but me going first. This is an interesting hand. Let's give it a try. Activate Dark Contract with the Gate. Dark Contract with the Gate's effect. Grab Swirl Slime. Swirl Slime. Pitch itself. And go Divine Zero King Rage. Exceeds into Flame High King Genghis. Then we'll activate Count Surveyor's effect. We discard Vice King Requiem to special summon itself. Count Surveyor effect activates as a Chain Link 1. Chain Block. We're going to bring back our Go Divine Zero King Rage. Grab Copernicus. Alright. Now we'll normal summon Copernicus. And with Copernicus, we'll mill the... oh, we already have Vice King Requiem in the graveyard. I guess we'll mill Necro Slime. Yeah, this is actually a really good hand. Hold on. Ban this guy. Okay. Exceeds into Fantasix Machinex. Fantasix Machinex effect, attach 1. Grab the Rank Up Magic Variance Force. Activate Rank Up Magic Variance Force. Rank up into the Fanatics Machinex. Fanatics Machinex, grab the Puppet Play. Fanatics Machinex, detach 1. And special summon the Vice King Requiem from the graveyard. Alright, our opponent is now locked. Now we'll link into our Abyss King Gilgamesh. And with Gilgamesh, we're going to set the scales with Griffin and Thomas? Yeah, Griffin and Thomas. Take 1,000. Pendulum Summon. Griffin effect. Destroy itself. Savant Thomas. Get Griffin back. Griffin special summon itself. Exceeds into Wave King Caesar. Alright, right, we have Necro Slime, okay. Alright, we're gonna Necro Slime right now. Alright, we'll link into another Gilgamesh, which is going to send Wave King Caesar to the graveyard, so we get another fusion spell. And High King Genghis is going to revive our Wave King Caesar. Activate the spell. Fuse into Marksman King Tell. Marksman King Tell, detach 1. Then we'll activate the fusion spell, fuse Marksman King Tell with Gilgamesh. Summon another Flame King Genghis. Marksman King Tell's effect activates. Pitch the Maya, I guess. Xyz. Xyz. Set pass. Alright. Okay, we have our negates, we have our interruption, our opponent is locked. There's not a lot they can do. Normal summon a Blue Rose Dragon, okay. Battle, Blue Rose Dragon attacks the Chaos Xyz, giving Puck Fanatics Machinax. No, he's gonna attack the Visor. Okay, sure. Alright, we take 2,000. Does he have some kind of effect? Thunder Hand. Negate. Damage Step Special Summon. Crazy. Get out of here. Easy. Tails. Okay. Triple Savant Kepler. Ray Misere. Hey yo, we're using the spreadsheet deck. Let's go. Hey Ray, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Opponent activates Golem that guards the Millennium Treasure. Special summon itself. They take 2,000 damage. Add Wedju Temple. Activate Wedju Temple. Wedju Temple, place... What? Ray Mizere, longtime friend of the channel. 1 second, I'll get his YouTube channel in the chat so that people can take a look at his stuff. If you're interested, he's really cool. He makes funny memes. Let's see. Bam. Alright, this guy's down to 4,000 already. Here comes the Doom Dragon. Okay. Now what? What rank 8 are you going to make here? The Zombie Vampire. Let's go. Zombie Vampire detach 1. We both mill 4. He put Necro Slime in my trigger. That's a bad idea. He did mill a Crystron card, though, so I suppose it was worth it for him. There's Crystron Sulfaner. Normal summon the Tristaros. Now he can synchro into Alexis. No, he's going to synchro into Barone. Oh, wait, no. He's Link summoning. What is he doing? Elf. Sure. Elf, bring it back. Why not? Might as well. Behold, guys, the best deck in the format. This deck had to get nerfed. There's Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon. Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon. Special summon the Crystron back. Synchro level 10, Baronne de Fleur. I mean, that would be good if you didn't give me if your mill did not give me a card that you want to negate already. You basically just turned your own effect off. Sylphador effect. Mill 2 Crystron cards with different names. Mill Thisfern and Smyger, okay. Synchro. There's Eliskeltus, which I think it adds your no, it adds from banishment. But he milled the trap, so that works out for him. Oh, now he gets Occlusion, okay. Banish Tristaros, destroy his Crystron Synchro monster, which activates Eliskeltus' effect to special summon the tuner from banishment. Five and a 5. Xyz summon. There's the Cyber Dragon Nova. And there's the Cyber Dragon Infinity. Alright. And then he's got the trap card. He activates the spell card so I can't destroy his monster in battle. And is that it? Trap card destroys one card, right? It can destroy 2 cards, okay. So he's got to pop 2 and 2 Omni negates in exchange for giving me a free fusion summon. And it seems like a bad deal. Alright, we will... Oh, we can't... We can't Imperm Infinity or Barone because they're under Elf. That's okay. We will... Does this have an effect? Yeah, okay. We'll Imperm Tristaros, so he has to use it now. Synchro into a 7. Machine Synchro, okay. F.A. Dawn Dragster, which is, I believe, a spell and trap negate. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're gonna activate Necro Slime's effect. Hi, hello, Freedom First for me. Welcome to the stream. Banish Necro Slime and Swirl Slime from the graveyard. Summon Flame King Genghis. Next up, we'll use Double D Swirl Slime's effect. He should absolutely negate this. He's gonna pop my Flame King Genghis now. I guess that's fair. Summon Flame High King Genghis. Alright. Now we'll normal summon Savant Kepler. We're gonna Flame King High Genghis' effect to revive Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok and Chain Block with Savant Kepler. So we can negate my I'm new to Yu-Gi-Oh! You're new to Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright. Do you know what decks you like? Ash Blossom to negate that. That's perfectly fine. Bring back Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok. Now we could use its effect, but let's not. I'll activate Swirl Slime's effect from the graveyard to special summon a monster. Okay. battle. We're going to destroy Dragster and Barone. Main 2. Now we'll Xyz into number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord to negate his Cyber Dragon Infinity. I just built a structure deck up, and that's it. I never played before. Which structure deck? Alright, he's going to try and use Cyber Dragon Infinity's effect. We'll negate that. Red Dragon Archfiend? Oh, Red Dragon Archfiend is super fun. My husband has it in real life. It's a really fun deck. How are you liking it so far? What can we do here? Orthros and Surveyor, I think. Okay, take 1,000. It's big, stompy, and interesting. Yes, I agree. Alright, we're gonna get rid of his Crystron cluster. Okay. Scale Surveyor can put Orthros back in our hand now. Alright. Meek season to Deus Machina X, and then we will pass. Okay. He can use his Sprite Elf, which is fine. It's built well, but I still make mistakes a lot. Well, you want some help? I have a full combo guide for how to play Resonators. 1 second. There you go. There's a full list of how, there's a full like showing of combos and how you can build the deck and play it to the maximum efficiency. What is Sulfador doing? Locking itself into machines? Sure. How's the deck going? Hey, Rice God. We are suffering a little bit. As you do. Is he going to make Trish? Surely he's locked into machines, right? Yeah, he's locked into machines, so he can't make Trish. Oh, he didn't make Quarion Drax. Crap. Is that lethal? Can you look at my deck recipe from the replay menu? I can, yes. You're welcome to send me a replay or something. You'll have to send me your Duelist ID so that I know what it is. Alright, we'll activate Photon Lord's effect to negate Quarion Drax, but he's just going to use Infinity in response. Or he's going to Forbidden Droplet. Okay. Sure, his field spell doesn't really matter anymore. Okay. I don't think that matters. He still only has 6,900 points of damage. Never mind. Ah. Oh! Oh, I can summon Orthros because I took damage. Ah, he still has the Omni! Wait. No, it doesn't matter. I was like, oh, is that enough to lower his attack points? No, it doesn't matter because he was only like 100 off before anyway, and he summoned a monster with 1,000 attack points. Ah, I was so close. Ah, man. That's unfortunate. Alright, freedom first for me. Let's take a look at your deck list. Let's see here, hold on. Two copies of Effect Veiler, one copy of Droll and Lockbird, one Synchron Resonator, two Max C's, one Crimson, two Vision, one Red Lotus King Flame Crime, one Creation, triple Ash Blossom, triple Soul Resonator, one Wandering King Wildwind, three Bone Archfiends, one Malcharmi Fualos, two Earthbound Prisoner Stone Sweeper, one Bestial Magnamut, one Bestial Druisworm, one Nibiru the Primal Being, one Earthbound Immortal Red Nova, three copies of Resonator Call, one Triple Tactics Talents, three Crimson Gaias, two Called by the Graves, two Absolute Power Force, two Infinite Impermanence, Red Rain, and Red Zone at 2. Okay. This list is close. Here's what you want to do. You don't need this. Cut the Immortal Red Nova. Cut both copies of Absolute Power Force. And cut one Red Zone. So take your deck down. That would remove 4 cards from your deck. That would take you down to 40. And your deck would be just fine. Ads? You're asking me for help. I do apologize. You're going to have to watch my ads if you're asking me for help. Alright, let's go. This is not great. I was just saying the ads were up. Yeah. Hold on. He's gonna max see me. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's try and... Alright, it's a risk. I always throw Red Nova into the deck so I can toss up Geo Kraken on their turn for the funny. That is funny, yes, but he's not playing any Earthbounds. If he was, then that would be a different story. Alright. We're going to go into Deus Machinax. We're going to let him draw 2 cards off of Max C. Set 2 and pass. Depending on his deck, this will be... Depending on his deck, this will be enough. We'll have to see. This is how you play under Max C, chat. You get one decent interruption. Normal summon Diviner of the Herald. Absolute cancer. Get this thing away from me. Imperm. Okay, can I pause for a second and say thank the Lord that Diviner of the Herald does not send for cost. There are so many cards in the game that send for cost. Diviner of the Herald... Harpy's Feather Duster. Why would you... If you have Harpy's Feather Duster, why would you not lead with that? Yoink. Alright, well, that's not good. Now I can't use my Machinex's, Swallow ability. I'm guessing this is probably Voiceless Voice. Yes, it is. Oh, no. Alright, well, GG, chat. We lost. We did not lose to any Voiceless Voice cards. We lost to Harpy's Featherstorm and Maxi. Oh, it's Ryuge. Nice. How did you lose? I have no way to interrupt my opponent. He destroyed my Continuous Spell card, which I need to use my Divisor King Deus Machinex's effect. So now my board is basically 500 attack points and 3,000 defense points, and that's it. And he can play whatever he wants. So when you run out of interruption this early into the turn, then you basically always lost the game. Activates Dino Realm. Banish for Wyrmwinds. How much Ryuge is this? Apparently it's quite a lot. I thought he was playing Voiceless Voice. He was playing, like, Voiceless Voice as a way to win with Ryuge. That's very funny. Hold on. Let me see this guy's deck. 50 card Voiceless Voice Ryuge. How many Ryuge cards does he have? 2... There's 5 monsters. Only 2 of the Ritual Monster. Only 1 Warzone. And only 2 Rising. He opened, like, almost all of his... he opened almost all his Ryuge cards in this deck. That's awful. Deus Ex Brick, pretty much. Alright. Whew! You know what? I will take that. I played correctly into Max C. I almost got punished, but thankfully my opponent's deck was badly built. Here's the thing, chat. Ryuge is cool. Absolutely. But if you're going to play Voiceless Voice, you do not need Ryuge. Voiceless Voice is already hard enough to play by itself. Don't play any other engines with it. Vice King Requiem. We have no searchers. Interesting. Alright. Start with Swirl Slime. Okay. We're going to normal Swirl Slime and bring back the Vice King Requiem. Then we'll Link Summon into Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh effects. Wait. What happens when this card goes to the river? A Triple D monster that was Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, or Link Summon using this card on the field gains this effect. Once per turn, you can target one card on the field, shuffle a Dark Contract from your field graveyard into the deck, and if you do, destroy that target, then gain 1,000 life points. Interesting. Okay. Alright. How are we gonna... Let's see. We don't have 2 4s. We don't even have 1 4. So I guess it's Griffin and Thomas again. Take 1,000. Lamaya send Divine Rage to the graveyard. Special summon itself. Okay. Swirl Slime, banish. Special summon Requiem. God, this hand was so bad. Do I literally have nothing? I literally have nothing. Yeah. That was a bad brick. In terms of bricks, I don't think there's a way that I could have bricked harder than that. That was like 3 different one-ofs in my hand, none of which actually do anything. One of them is supposed to be a scale, one of them is supposed to be a, one of them is a scale, one of them is for locking my opponent, and the last one is just in case I brick. It gives me a way to link summon. Memento Lin Bone Party, okay. That happens, yeah, unfortunately. Dark Blade, destroy itself, special summon a level 3, which is going to be the Anguich. Anguich probably adds... It's going to either add Sleepy, or it's going to add the level 5. Ooh, Dragon. Why does he want Dragon? He already has level 5, I see. Alright, Goblin Effect. Destroy itself. I assume Memento is like really fun to play just because it's like a puzzle as to how you can get all the right cards in the graveyard and stuff. I've played it like once or twice and I enjoyed it, but it really is just a deck that feels like you're just doing, like you're tilting at windmills, like you're doing nothing because your board is always empty. Alright, Memento Lin Fusion, shuffle 3 back, make the Combined Creation King. I got beat up by something called Mimighoul. Yes, Mimighoul is pretty strong now. If this card is Fusion Summon, send 3, so we're going to pitch the one of them from the extra deck, and then 2 others, and then banish the one from the extra deck in order to add the field spell. Gaddock Effect, special summon itself back. What does the trap card do? Mementotlin Cranium Burst. Oh, right. The field spell lets you set a trap during the end phase. That's right. Cool. So that's what you're actually supposed to do with this card. You're supposed to mill 1 copy of itself, 1 copy of the trap card, and then something else. That's interesting. Alright, Sleepy Effect. Fusion Summon again. Here comes the Twin Dragon. Alright. Twin Dragon Effect, destroy itself. Add 2 different Memento monsters. Alright, there's Goblin, and I think Goblin has a quick effect, right? Your opponent cannot target Mementolands with card effects, okay? And then Anguish. Okay. Akihiron comes back. Akihiron does nothing since it's turn 1. Key Mace comes back. Send back the Anguish. Key Mace, destroy itself. Add a different card to the hand. Grab Bone Party. Like, it's cool to try and make your board going first with Memento, but to be honest, I feel like you should just play this deck as a blind second deck. Like it really feels like you're wasting your time trying to summon a board that like can't be broken when almost certainly the board can be broken. Maybe I'll lose this game because my hand's not amazing, but nothing that he's done so far has me worried, except for the negate in his graveyard. IP Masquerena is something at least. Okay, he's gonna add a spell or trap from his deck to his hand. Another fusion, okay. Alright, so Creation King has the ability to destroy like 2 cards. Ah, I see. Okay, Horned Dragon can destroy 3 more cards. Okay. That's a little bit more interruption. Alright. Okay. How are we going to do this? Start things off with Dark Contract with the Gate. He's going to special summon a Memento from his hand or his graveyard. Okay. Add another card to his hand, which I assume is going to be Key Mace. Yep. So he can take control of one of my monsters as well. That's a little bit better. Alright, Dark Contract with the Gates effect. He's going to activate Goblin, and that means that I can't target anything, which is fine. Grab Swirl Slime. Droll. Droll is a lot worse than anything else he's done so far. I think I have to let it go, though. He's got too much interruption on the field for me to fight that. Alright, Fuse 2. Summon Flame High King Genghis. He's gonna IP now, sure. Then he's gonna use Key Mace as a Chain Link 2 to take control of my monster. No. Alright, he's going to destroy 2 cards on the field. That's fine. If that's the case, I don't know what his Link Summon is going to accomplish. Maybe it's Appaloosa? What are you link summoning? That looks like Appaloosa. Yep. Alright. Huron comes back. Okay. Alright, so now he has 4 monster negates. Alright, we'll activate our fusion spell. Fuse 2. Make Flame King Genghis. Alright. Now we'll activate Griffin's effect from our hands. He's gonna negate that, that's fine. Then we can normal summon it. Battle. Cranium Burst forces us to change attack targets in the middle of an attack, unfortunate. Great. Alright. Well, you got me. I had a really bad hand, but he did get me. I feel like if I had copper or like another level 4 that I could have exceeded into or something else. Like, there just wasn't a pendulum summon in that hand, so. That is the problem, though. I play a lot of starters, but I also have to play some scales, and that's one of the biggest problems when you're playing pendulums, that you can open your scales and not anything that you can use to summon them. Alright, let's go first here. Alright, let's see if we got a good opening hand this time. I think that's the 3rd time I've opened my Vice King Requiem. And my Savant Thomas. Ridiculous. Alright, activate Nightmare Throne. Grab Copernicus. Normal summon Kepler. Kepler, add the Dark Contact. Activate Dark Contract. Dark Contract effect. Grab the Surveyor. Surveyor effect, we pitch Requiem. Special summon. Surveyor secondary effect, grab Scale. Alright, now we activate Swirl Slime's effect, and we're going to fuse with Thomas to make Flame High King Genghis. Alright. Activate Swirl Slime's effect. We special summon Copernicus from our hand. Copernicus effect is a Chain Link 1. Genghis effect is a Chain Link 2. Bring back the Thomas. Alright, Xyz into Fantasix. Fantasix, detach 1. Grab rank up Magic Variance Force. Make Machinex. Machinex, grab Puppet Play. Machinex, secondary effect, detach 1. Summon the Vice King Requiem to the opponent's field. Alright. Link summon. A Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh effect, we scale... What are we scaling? Orthros and... Alright. Pen 1. Surveyor, special summon itself. Raise its level to 4. Xyz into Wave King Caesar. They go off into Gilgamesh. Alright. Oblivion King's effect activates as a Chain Link 1. Target Wave King. Wave King's effect activates as a Chain Link 2 to get the fusion spell. And Scale Surveyor's effect activates as a Chain Link 3 to return Orthros to our hand. Alright. So we'll grab our fusion spell. Special summon the... Take 1,000, that triggers Orthros. Someone can special summon it. Okay. Alright. Now we'll activate our fusion spell and we're going to Xyz into Marksman King Tell. Marksman King Tell's effect, detach 1. Now we activate the fusion spell. Fuse these two together. Summon Flame King Genghis. Marksman King Tell's effect activates. We're going to mill our Griffin. Okay. Now we activate Necro Slime's effect. Banish Necro Slime and Gilgamesh. Special summon another Genghis from the graveyard, or from the extra deck, and that triggers the first Genghis. So now we can revive Griffin. And when Griffin is special summoned from the graveyard, we get to add our Double D Headhunt from our deck to our hand. Alright. Now we can use the 2 level 4s to synchro summon into Siegfried to give us a spell and trap negate. Xyz into our rank 6 to negate any summons. Then we Xyz into Deus Machinax to get our interruption. Set both traps. And there you go. Our opponent is locked. They cannot summon any non-Triple D monsters. Thank you for whoever just subscribed for 1264. I appreciate it. Wave High King Caesar negates 2 summons. Chaos Xyz Gimmick Puppet Machinax will destroy a card that's special summon and burn the opponent. We have a spell and trap negates. We have 2 cards that can take control of our opponent's monsters, and we can absorb 4 monsters. That's 1. Activate Tri-Brigade Fractal's effect, sure. Tri-Brigade Fractal mills Pero Cerberus. If you take damage by battle while this card is in the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 card on the field and destroy it. Interesting. Alright, cool. My turn. Draw. Alright, we take 2,000. Alright, now we'll activate Service Puppet Play and we take control of our opponent's monster. Battle. Attack directly. Opponent banishes from grave. Sure. Got him. Phew. Alright, we're going first. That's a bad idea, but I guess our opponent's probably playing Sky Strikers, so they want us to go first. Or they think they do. Let's lock them. I don't have a way to get counts, so I don't think I can lock, unfortunately. This is level 10. Is there a way for me to get another level 8 on the field? I guess technically I could just summon Siegfried and use that as Xyz material? It's an interesting idea. Alright, we'll mill the Vice King Requiem. Special summon the Griffin. Then we will... Oh, I don't have 2... I don't have a tuner monster. Ah, I'm an idiot. I don't have a tuner monster. That's fine. Gilgamesh effect. Let's scale up with Orthros and Oblivion King. Take 1,000. And Xyz into Wave King Caesar. Then Xyz into Marksman King Tell. Marksman King Tell's effect attach 1. Alright. Link into Gilgamesh, that sends the Marksman King Tell to the graveyard so we can mill our Necro Slime. Is our opponent gonna Ash? After all this, our opponent's gonna Ash us? Oh my gosh. Have I really not? No, I milled a card from my deck. Man, it's unfortunate that he has Ash. Let me think. Is there anything I can do in that case? I can fuse once. Hold on. I fuse once. That triggers Ragnarok, so we can bring back... Caesar. We take 1,000. Genghis's effect brings back Griffin. Griffin gets us Headhunts. Link into Gilgamesh. Wave King Caesar grabs us the gate finally. Activate gates. Gate effect. Is Swirl Slime still in my graveyard? It is. Okay. Grab Necro Slime. Swirl Slime, banish from grave. Special summon the Necro Slime. Activate Orthros' effect. Destroy Necro Slime and Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok. Now we'll activate Necro Slime from the graveyard. Whew, that Ash really hurt. That was a very well-timed Ash. Alright, we got around it. We have 2 negate summons. We can steal one of our opponent's monsters, and we can suck up 4 monsters. So, we have a decent number of interactions. We don't have a spell trap negate, though. We messed that up. I didn't think I was gonna need Dark Contract with the Gates. That's why I didn't use it the whole time. And then I got Ash, and that really messed me up. I mean, to be fair, I shouldn't have milled Vice King Requiem to begin with. That was a bad play on my part. Is he gonna evenly me? Yes, he is. Okay. Okay. Right, he's playing a blind second deck. I forgot about that. He opened his afterburners. That's not good. Alright. Well, when King Caesar is destroyed, we get to add a spell card to our hand. Looks like he has another Ash. Or maybe that was Shark Cannon. Thrust. Okay. I mean, I don't control any monsters, so you can set whatever you want. Set Harpy's Feather Duster. That's. I mean, depending on what you have left, you might not have another turn. Set one, pass. Okay. All right, let's see what we can do. Nightmare Throne is a pretty strong draw. We're gonna grab Copernicus. Then we'll activate Dark Contract with the Gates. What do we have left in our extra deck? What scale is Copernicus? Scale 1? Okay. This is a scale 6. No, I think we're better off getting a Pendulum card. Just Pendulum summoning. Alright. Scale 1 and Scale 9. Pen summon Ragnarok. Ragnarok effect. Bring back Genghis. Yeah, his face down card is absolutely Shark Cannon. It's unfortunate. Perfect counter to what I wanted to do. And then the other card that he has is Harpy's Feather Duster, so I can't even use my Machinex when I make it, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't make it. Alright, he's got 2 cards in hand. Duster. Lightning Storm, of course. Okay. Soul Release. Alright. So it's a top deck war now. Sky Striker is pretty good at that as long as they can draw engage, but he hasn't yet. What do I even have left? 2 rank 8s and a level 8. He banished all my monsters from my graveyard, so I got no monsters left in my graveyard. Alright. Gate's really good. Gate's probably the best card I could draw here. What can we use? Let's see, Thomas. Okay. Alright, I'll set the Pendulum Scale with Thomas. And with Thomas, I'll return Go Rage to my hand. Set the Pendulum Scale with Go Rage. Now we could pen summon 1. And that's going to be Copernicus. Copernicus effects. Mill Swirl Slime. Okay. Alright, we're set up for next turn. He drew Ray. But to be honest, I don't think that Ray helps him out too much here. I guess he's gonna get back. He's gonna summon and get Kagari, and then use Maneuver to destroy Copernicus and Gate. But that's not amazing. He could also go for Shizuku and try and like go into engage, but that would be less good. Hayate first makes sense. Hayate attacks, Mill engage. Now he's going to go into Kagari. Kagari effect, get back engaged. Activate engage. Grab Afterburners and then draw a card. He drew another. His random draw was a second engage. That's insane. What else can you get? Widow Anchor, sure. Protect yourself from being destroyed. And then a random card. Okay. Copernicus is destroyed. So does Gates. Set the Widow Anchor. Go into Shizuku. Ah, man. Shizuku grabbed probably the third engage. No, Mecha Module, that's fine. Alright, so he's got Widow Anchor. I only have the ability to summon probably one monster anyway, so... Kepler... Okay. Normal summon Kepler... I can't... Interesting. Copernicus effect. I think we're gonna mill Lamaya here. I can't do anything? Alright, well, we lose, but we were really close. I'm gonna Kagari. Kagari get back engaged, win the game. If he didn't have Widow Anchor there, I had lethal. Basically, if the random card he drew off of engage wasn't another engage, then I had lethal, which is crazy. Because I could have made, he had exactly 4,000 life points, so I could have made my Zero King Rage gain attack points equal to his life points, and then attack directly. I'm not sure why he did that. That's a little weird. Wait, do you have lethal? I don't think he has lethal now. He doesn't have lethal. Great. This game's gonna go on even longer. Alright, we take 3. Or we take 27, now we're down to 3. Okay. Well, fair enough. Ah, he can send it to the graveyard. Okay, fair enough. Wait, no. He sent... Wait. Why did he send... Make Typhon? In the main monster zone? Bro! Now all your Sky Striker cards are turned off. Come on! Oh, God. Am I actually going to lose to the worst Sky Striker player ever? Draw. There's my Ash. Well, that was very late. Okay. Pen summon. We're out of... Yeah, we're out of dark contracts at this point. So we might as well just summon Copernicus and Mill again. Mill another Swirl Slime just to make sure that we don't die. Savant Thomas returns Kepler to hand. He's gonna Called by the Grave the Swirl Slime. Okay, sure. Lamaya. Hold on. Nope. I don't. Well. No, I have to use non-tuner DD monsters, so I can't use Ash to make... Okay, fine. Pass. Slash draw. Might as well Ash that. He's gonna engage no matter what I do anyway, so... Should absolutely bounce the Lamaya here because it's gonna get vanished as opposed to going back to my hand. Yep. I just engage for Ray. It's not hard. Oh, he just has another Ray. Sure, why not? GG. Oh right, he can't engage because he has a spell card in his hand. Okay. All right, because he has a monster in the main monster. That's right. Okay, well that's fine. Why would he get punished for misplaying? He can just top deck another Ray. get lethal that way. GG. Alright. I shouldn't have gotten greedy and tried to force the lock when I knew that I probably didn't have the board for it. If I had made the synchro monster instead, then I could have stopped that evenly matched, and that would have saved the whole game. Alright, what we got this time? Nightmare Throne, grab Kepler. Contract for Hi, hello, Elegus the Fade Demon. Welcome. We'll grab Count Surveyor here. Count Surveyor effect, discard Griffin, special summon itself. Count Surveyor effect. He's gonna Magnamut on the Griffin, that's fair. Alright, let's grab Copernicus. Magnamut effect, he gets an extra add, normal summon Kepler. Kepler, grab our second Dark Contract, which is going to be the fusion spell. Activate. Link it to Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh effects. Scale with Rage and Ragna. Pen 3. Copernicus effect. Mill Necro Slime. Xyz into Wave King Caesar. Now Xyz into Marksman King Tell. He has something else. I assume it's another Bestial. If he has Nibiru, I'm in a lot of trouble. Alright, Marksman King Tell effect. Link it to another Gilgamesh. Marksman King Tel's effect activates as a Chain Link 1. Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok's effect activates as a Chain Link 2. Griffin grabs Headhunt. Make Cursed King Siegfried. Activate Dark Contract with the gates. Banish Gilgamesh and Copernicus. Summon Flame King Genghis. Necro Slime. Summon another Flame King Genghis. Flame King Genghis effect, bring back the Marksman King Tel. Yeah, we're getting nibbed here, which is unfortunate. No, okay. Wave High King Caesar. I don't know what his last hand trap is then. It's got to be another Bestial, I guess. Alright, pass. He gets to add another card to his hand. Ah, Genroku. Genroku effect. No. How about not? How about you go away, disgusting Tenpai player? Alright, moving on. Well, if he's playing Tenpai, I'm really glad that I made my... Okay, summons Fadra. Fadra effect. Alright, there's the Tenpai Dragon Genroku. Genroku effect. Alright, we'll let that resolve. My hero, Mizu Astrum 9. Tenpai Dragon Padra. Alright. We're going to Triple D Headhunt here. So we take control of his monster and we also negate it. Negate. Stop playing Tenpai, it's cringe. How has Triple D evolved since the box? You can watch the rest of the stream to find out. But basically, we can puppet lock now. We can give our opponents the ability to not summon anything other than Tenpai. Let's see. All right, my turn. Take 1,000. Never mind, we don't take 1,000 because we have go. All right. Activate our fusion spell. And we'll fuse the Genghis that's in our graveyard with Swirl Slime. Make Flame High King Genghis. Set 1. Time to beat this noob to death. We have a lot of ways to search now because of the new level 8. So it's a really good deck, I think, really solid. It's just kind of bad at going second. Here, I'll show you the deck right now. Only thing I know is that the level 5s are still useless. Yes, that's absolutely correct. Hold on, here, I'll show you the deck. Turn 2 Armored Xyz package, there's not enough room in the extra deck. Trust me, there's not enough room in this extra deck. Alright, so, we're playing 1 copy of Necro Slime, 1 copy of Lamaya, 2 copies of Max C, 3 copies of Swirl Slime, 3 copies of Ash Blossom, 3 copies of Savant Kepler. What, the puppet? That's right. 1 copy of Scale Surveyor, 2 copies of Copernicus, 1 copy of Orthros, 3 copies of Griffin, 1 copy of Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok, 1 Thomas, 1 Vice King Requiem, 3 copies of Count Surveyor, 1 Go Divine Zero King Rage, 1 Rank Up Magic Variance Force, 2 copies of Nightmare Throne, 3 copies of Dark Contract with the Gate, 1 copy of Dark Contract with the Swamp King, 2 copies of Called by the Grave, 2 Imperms, 1 Triple D Headhunt, and 1 Service Puppet play. Then for our extra deck, we were playing 2 copies of Flame King Genghis, 1 copy of Flame High King Genghis, 1 copy of Curse King Siegfried, 1 copy of Wave King Caesar, 1 copy of Marksman King Tell, 1 copy of Wave High King Caesar, 1 copy of number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, Gimmick Puppet Fanatics Fantastics Machinax. Rage for Game is the most satisfying way to end a Triple D duel. I have not had it happen yet, but it's pretty funny. Chaos Succeeds, Gimmick Puppet Fanatics Machinax, 2 copies of Divisor King Deus Machinax, and 3 copies of Abyss King Gilgamesh. By the way, if you have not seen it yet, Machinax now has an animation, finally. Alright, let's try and play again. I'll show you what the puppets do if I go first. But you are 2.5 hours late to the stream. Gilgamesh has an animation? Does Gilgamesh have an animation? I don't think it does it? I haven't been paying attention. I mean, it would make sense if it did, but I don't think so. Dark Contract with the Gate. You're gonna maxi me, okay. Alright, we'll activate Dark Contract with the Gate to add our Swirl Slime. Swirl Slime effect. Make Flame High King Genghis. Normal summon Copernicus. Copernicus effect. We mill our Count Surveyor. Then we'll activate Swirl Slime's effect. Banish it from the graveyard to special summon Copernicus. That triggers Flame High King Genghis to summon our Count Surveyor back. Count Surveyor search. We grab Scale Surveyor. Now we'll Xyz. Count like the title. Yes, exactly. Count Surveyor. I'm shocked Rage did not get an animation to fix its non-existent glasses. Alright, Fantasy 6 Machinex special summons itself, and then we'll activate rank up Magic Variance Force. We'll get Fanatics. Alright, now we get our Puppet Play. Okay, now check this out. Now I'll detach one material from my Fanatics. And I get to special summon Vice King Requiem to the opponent's side of the field. Vice King Requiem says, you cannot special summon monsters except Triple D monsters. So our opponent is now locked into Triple Ds. Link into Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh effect, we scale up with Orthros and Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok. Take 1,000. Pendulum Summon 2. That is dirty, yes. Scale Surveyor effect, special summon itself, change its level to 4. Alright, now we're going to Xyz into Wave King Caesar. Then we'll rank up into Marksman King Tell. As opposed to Rage and Cerberus scaled, yeah, you don't need Cerberus anymore. That's one of the biggest changes. Cerberus is not even played anymore. Alright, now we're going to link our Marksman King Tell and our Gilgamesh together. Summon another Gilgamesh. Alright, Alright, now this is important. So we need to, we're going to Ragnarok as a Chain Link 1 to revive our, Wave King Caesar. Then we Marksman King Tell as a Chain Link 2. And now check this out. We're going to activate Scale Surveyor's effect as a Chain Link 3, and we're going to target our Orthros. So when Scale Surveyor goes to the graveyard, we get to add one of our Pendulum monsters back to our hand. Marksman King Tell, we mill our Necro Slime. Then Ragnarok summons back Caesar, and since that happens as a Chain Link 1, we take 1,000. That means we trigger Orthros so we can special summon it. Now we have a 4 and a 4, so we can go into Siegfried. Alright. Then we're going to activate Necro Slime's effect. Banish Necro Slime and Copernicus, no, Gilgamesh from the graveyard. Summon Genghis. Link into another Gilgamesh. Now we Field Spell and Eternal Darkness. There's no need to. The opponent's locked. Why would we Eternal Darkness? They can't summon anything. Caesar effect. Alright, we're going to revive our High King Caesar. Tribute summon? They're not going to tribute summon anything. What level 5 could they possibly summon? Like, the only tribute summon they could do is, like, Magnamut, I guess, if they're playing dragons. And that's only because they're max seeing right now. Alright, we're going to activate Dark Contract with the Swamp King. Use its effect to make a second Triple D. Okay. Gilgamesh and Wave King Caesar. Now he has some kind of hand trap. It took him long enough to draw one. Season to wave. High King Caesar. Eternal Darkness prevents Requiem from being tributed. Yeah, but I can't search anything. Like, if I could search, I would search Headhunts, but I don't. I didn't. Griffin isn't in my rotation right now. All right, cool. So now we have double Wave King Caesar. We have Divisor with 2 back row. We have Gimmick Puppet Fanatics Machinex to destroy 1 card our opponent summons, and we have Spell and Trap Negate. Pass. Our opponent's gonna Veiler. Sure. Let's go. Good job. I guess he wanted Veiler in the graveyard for something. Yeah, Mizu, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna tribute anything, bro. I think he drew 30 cards and he can't summon any of them. That's what it looks like to me right now. Raw. Interesting. Ash the Raw, or Ash the Dark Contract Search. That's perfectly fine. Activate Stand Up Centurion, sure. Fiendsmith's Tract. Draw a Light Fiend. Sure. Add Lurie. Discard Lurie. Lurie doesn't activate. Or, well, Lurie's mandatory, but it still is not going to work. Tribute Summon Engraver? I mean, he didn't add Engraver, so no. Emblema Oath. Okay. He can't Tribute Summon. He summoned Sphere Mode. That's a normal summon. He doesn't have any more normal summons. Well, he done goofed, yeah. Set 2, activate Centurion Bonds, okay. Play Atri. Okay, these cards can only activate during the main phase. Alright. Switch Requiem into attack position. Attack Fanatics Machinex. Okay. Alright, discard your hand. What's that trap and why that trap? It's the trap is called Service Puppet Play and allows you to take control of one of your opponent's monsters. And as for why, it's because it's literally a free card. You get it when you summon Machinex. It just searches it. The only reason I'm not using it is because he didn't summon anything. Like, this is how I typically stop my opponent when they normal summon. But he normal summoned to my field, so I can't do it. Okay. There's Headhunt. Okay, we take 2,000. Now. I can revive a monster from the graveyard. I want to do that. I can get back Siegfried. Yeah, that's pretty good. He's gonna call by, okay. Those activations are mandatory maintenance, so you could have toggled off to save seconds. I have 2 minutes, but thank you. He's gonna negate my search with Ash as well. Okay. Set 1 and pass. Opponent's life points 7,000. Yeah, if it wasn't Centurion, I wouldn't care, but since it's Centurion, now I have to worry about, like, actually killing him. Ra? He's not gonna Ra. It's fine. Ooh, he can banish. He's gonna banish his Requiem with his own card. Nice, pretty good. Drew a Swarm effect. He's got Super Poly. Alright, if he's got Super Poly, he wins. Yeah, alright. I tried. It was a good attempt, but I mean, he drew way too many cards off of Max C, so. He drew way too many cards off of Max C, and he was playing specifically the deck that can Synchro Summon during my turn, which means that I can't kill him. And he has Sphere Mode, of course. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, yeah, I feel like I would have had lethal if it wasn't for exactly him playing Centurion. If he didn't have any ways to summon during my turn, I could have just taken the I could have just used Puppet Play to take the guy because he had already normal summoned. And then kept my Fanatics alive, and then done some other things. Well, that was a good game through Max C, so that's a rare situation. I feel like I accomplished plenty. Let's see what happens when they don't have Max C. Ow. Ow. Alright. Alright. Yo, Serafi, what deck are you playing? You know what deck I'm playing, Crimson Reaper 5. You're 2.5 hours late to the stream, by the way. Normal summon Soul Resonator effect. We will negate that. He just has the Bone Archfiend anyway. Let's go. Maxi. Okay. Activate Harpy's Feather Dust. Why would you Duster now, bro? Come on. Alright, first of all, he should have Dustered way earlier. But now, check this out, chat. He Dusters so that we can Imperm. Now we can Imperm. Sure, mill, yeah, why not? Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna let you mill. Make your Kui bill. That's all you got. That's right. That's like the third time today I've been Dustered, like, after the fact. No! That's not a mandatory effect! Bro! They're sending their best. Oops. This is ridiculous. Hello, Grand Harrier. Welcome to the stream. We are puppet locking people because it's funny. All right. All right. Well, I did not have. I had Maxi last game, which means I won't this game. But I do have Ash and Imperm. All right, that's pretty good. When will you be turning yourself into the Hague for your war crimes? Listen, puppet locking is based when you do it in non-branded. Normal summon the Primite Ether Barrel. No. Look, Blue Eyes deserves it. He just has it anyway. Let's go. Nothing ever matters. Now full Blue Eyes combo? Yeah, exactly. Let's hope he doesn't have any tuner monsters, I guess. Grab Mausoleum of White. Mausoleum of White. Mill Blue Eyes. There's no way he opened Primite, Barrel, and a Tuner. Ah, he just has wishes. Literally nothing I had mattered. He just has every starter card in his hand right there. Isn't it great how you get 5 starters when you go first and not when you go second? Let's go. World's weakest blue-eyes soldier. It's true, though. Alright, there's the True Light. Wait, did he search True Light? Why? Why would you search True Light? You get it. Searching True Light's like the worst thing you could do. You can't even use its effect now. Synchro. There's the Spirit Dragon. Lordly load into another Spirit Dragon. Or, well, Blue Eyes White Dragon, then you summon Maiden back, summon another Spirit Dragon. He's Seto Kaiba himself? I mean, yeah, pretty much. Spirit Dragon versus a pen deck. He's not gonna keep the Spirit Dragon out for very long. He's gonna, you know, tag into two negates, which will still kill me. Well, you were right. Full Blue Eyes combo. Oh, he has a set card. I bet that's either Ultimate Fusion or the Trap card that's going to pop 2 of my cards. Let's go. Okay, we drew Nightmare Throne. That's not bad. Told you. He's tagging out. He's not even going to stop me from pen summoning. This man has just decided to resolve all of his effects at the same time, I suppose. Oh, wait. Alright, let's grab Kepler. I saw your Vanquish Soul video. You lost game due to rate soth on your Typhon. I don't typically showcase losses, but possibly. That video is like 6 months old. I don't remember what's in it. Alright. Let's see. Alright, well, we'll summon Kepler first, and he'll negate it with Spirit. Oh, he has Imperm too! He has Imperm too, Chad! Of course he does! Okay. So I can't summon anything. My skills don't do anything. I have a 1 and either a 5 or a 6 with 2 8s in my hand. And I have no way to get a second monster on the field to make Gilgamesh. Okay. Fair enough. Go ahead. Oh, that's lethal. 35, 4K, 33. At least we stopped the Primite stuff. The Primite stuff, for the most part, didn't do anything. We can hear your keyboard? Yeah. That's correct. I don't do anything to filter out my keyboard. I see no point in that. Okay. This is an interesting hand. Alright. Start things off with Surveyor. Surveyor, discard Kepler. Now we're going to grab Copernicus. Opponent's going to Swirl Slime. Or we Swirl Slime, going to Flame King High Genghis. Then we'll normal summon Copernicus. Copernicus' effect is a Chainlink 1. Flame King High Genghis is a Chainlink 2, bring back a Believing King Abyss Ragnarok. We're gonna mill the Requiem. Ragnarok effect, bring back the... I thought that I could summon double D monsters. I can't. Okay, that's fine. We can just Dark Contract. Fuse Requiem with the Kepler in our graveyard. Make Angus. Alright. Now we Xyz into Fanatics. Phantom 6. Phantom 6, detach 1. Rank up Magic Variance Force, go into Fanatics. So, okay. So, the purpose of this, Crimson, we're going to... we use our Gimmick Puppet cards. We add a trap card that allows us to take control of one of our opponent's monsters. Then we're going to detach 1 material from our monster to summon a... My Requiem went to the pen... Oh, my Requiem went to the extra deck! Ah, I'm an idiot. Okay, fine. No puppet locking this time, that's fine. We'll just use the trap card. Burn our opponent for 14, link into... I'm so bad at the game. I thought that I could revive Kepler with Ragnarok. Okay, it's fine. Alright. Gilgamesh effect, scale, we have 1-4 right now, so then we're gonna have to do Griffin and Thomas. Take 1,000. Alright, we'll Pendulum summon the Copernicus. Now we'll use Griffin's effect. Destroy itself. Savant Thomas. Return Griffin to our hand from the extra deck. Griffin can now special summon itself. Then we will Xyz into our Wave King Caesar. Normally we would need Wave King Caesar to search one of our contracts, but we have both of them. So we'll go right into Marksman King Tell. Marksman King Tell effect, we detach 1 material. Burn our opponent for 1,000. Then we're going to link into another Gilgamesh. Marksman King Tell mills the Necro Slime. Now we'll use Necro Slime to fuse into a second Gilgamesh. Or sorry, a second Genghis. Okay. That triggers Genghis's effect, so we can revive a DD from the graveyard. We're going to revive Griffin. And when Griffin is revived, we get to add a monster card from our deck to our, or a spell or trap from our deck to our hand, which is going to be our Headhunt. Okay, Xyz, summon. Take charge of the field and cut off their reinforcements. Rank 6. Triple D Wave High King Caesar. Alright, then we Xyz into Deus Ex Machina, which can destroy our dark contracts to take control of monsters our opponent controls as material. Set 2, and pass turn. Alright, so we didn't puppet lock, but that's not a big deal. We have our Machinexons anyway, and our opponent has only 6 cards in their hand. Set 1. This guy is a real name, mate, and avatar. He's playing... His name is Cash Zaddy with a Borreload mates, so I assume that he is actually going to play the game. Set 2. That might be too much to hope for, though. Set 3. Normal summon Spear Dragon. No, this guy is not playing the game. Let's go. Spear Dragon attack the... Griffin, sure. Take 7. Switch to defense. Okay, anything else? Alright. Our turn, we take 2k. I was gonna Ojama Duo to summon it 2 tokens to our field. No. Fogblade to negate my Wave High King Caesar. Alright, fine, we'll just take your Spear Dragon so we don't have room for the tokens. Alright. Take another 1,000. Okay. Dark Contract, grab the Orthros. Ah, but we can't use Orthros to make Siegfried because we have to use a triple D. Hold on. How can we do this? Link here. There we go. Torrential. Okay, sure. Gilgamesh effects. Special summon a monster from our graveyard in defense position. Interesting. Okay. We'll special summon Flame King Genghis. Alright. Now we activate Savant Thomas's effect, and we will return Griffin to our hand. Okay. Set the scale with Savant Kepler. Pendulum summon. So our opponent is playing the game, they're just not playing the game very well. Typical Mascus player. He's really trying to hit Plat though, which I can appreciate. Normal summon Orthros, special summon Griffin, synchro into Siegfried. Make Photon Lord. And make Machinax. Alright. Nice torrential. Good try. Alright, that's where I'm going to stop. I've streamed for 3 hours already. I'm hungry. It's time for lunch. Good time having fun with you guys. I appreciate all of you coming out. If you just stopped by the Twitch for the first time, here is my YouTube channel where you'll be able to see the deck list as well as my deck guide and combo guide on it in a few days. And I'll probably stream again either later today or tomorrow. My name is Serafian. I was thrilled to have all